going on, everybody? It's your boy Doc Holiday. We back. We are back tonight with another HBCU tonight. If you haven't done it by now, make sure that you like the stream. Make sure that you comment, share. Most of all, too, subscribe to the channel. Hit me up on all social media platforms. There will be Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and on YouTube. So got some things going on right now. If you hear something in the background, that is the Duke North Carolina game. So that's going on right now. But other than that, appreciate everybody for joining me tonight. See everybody coming up in here. Make sure when you come in, make sure you come in. Like the stream. Like the stream. So let me know what's going on. See, so I think cause I'm now letting everybody know I am broadcasting on all social media platforms. If I'm not mistaken, let me make sure this is correct. Correct. Hold on. So let me see. Create live video. Make sure this is correct. Make sure this is correct. Everybody just tune in. Make sure you come in. Wipe your feet. Like the stream. Hope everybody having a good day. Everybody having a good day. So, excuse me. Trying to get all this settled in, but from what I'm hearing, it's saying you're live right now. Okay, so I am live. I am live. So, all right. So we good over here. So I say everybody like the stream. Let me know where you from. Let me know where you from, what school you representing for tonight. Where you from, what school you representing for today. Let me know. Let me know. But before we get into everything, go ahead and get y'all this good old commercial break from our sponsors. Yo, it's your boy Doc Holiday with HBCU Overdrive, and I am proud to sponsor Merch Sports. Check out his new line of collection, the Black College Football Fan Club collection. It's basically designed to show support and give respect to the rich history and tradition of black college football. And as you already know, the best college players had to play at HBCUs before integration. So go ahead and check it out over at shopmerchsports.com. Merch Sports. Merch for the sports enthusiasts. All right. We are back. We are back. So let everybody know what's going on. Mr. Emmett Rambling 1979. Same year I was born. Same year I was born. So we're gonna go ahead and get into go ahead and get into what's going on today. So first and foremost, y'all, historic season. Historic season for the JSU Lady Tigers as they finished the conference season undefeated. Lady Tigers take a big win over Mississippi Valley 77-59 to finish the season at 18-0 in conference play. Also, uh, overall 23-6 overall record. So basically, the Lady Tigers, Coach Tamika Reed, they go into the SWAC tournament uh, fired up on all cylinders on an 18-game winning streak. So, depending on who our first opponent is, might well just go ahead and add number 19. Um, I would say the only it's two people, it's two teams that would kind of give us that would pretty much give us a headache right now, and that will be Grambling and Pine Bluff. But we'll get into that a little bit later on, okay? But Jackson State, the Lady Tigers coach, the Queen Tamika Reed, we finished the season 18-0 in conference play, 77-59 over Mississippi Valley. Star of the game tonight was Adriana Avant with 24 points and 10 rebounds. Basically, she had a double-double. I think she did start in this game today. Also with Angel Jackson, basically coming in on the defense, 15 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 blocks coming into the game today. Now, I would say this as far as our leader, our leading scorer, who is Maya Crump. I ain't gonna say she had a great game or she didn't have a good game, but Valley did a good job of kind of zoning her out. But also, I think she had a pretty much of a bump toward in the game, and it kind of affected her. Hopefully, that will. Hopefully, she should be able to get. Um, she should be able to get going um, by Wednesday. So let everybody know that SWAC tournament starts on Wednesday morning. So if you are prepared to go to the game, make sure you head over to the game. Game is in Birmingham. Um, so game's in Birmingham this next week. Make sure you check it out. Make sure you check out the eatery. Make sure you check out the nightlife while you're there. And also, just make sure you go and check out all the teams that are going to be there. Don't just go there for your team and then go home. Make sure you basically be there for every last team, every last game. You don't know what you're gonna miss unless you go. You don't go. But like I said, we finish off the season. We finish off the season at 18-0 in conference. Uh, so other than that, we got some other stats going on. Jackson State, the ladies shot pretty much 37% in this game. What I saw in this game today was a lot of a lot of turnovers, and a lot of easy baskets that was missed. That's what I saw in this game. But we did take control of the paint uh, with 53 rebounds as a team compared to 38 for Mississippi Valley. Um, defensive wise, 5 blocks on defense. 4 of those coming from Angel Jackson compared to the 2 from Valley. 14, 17 turnovers compared to 14 for Valley. That is what I saw in this game. Um, Talon Bowler, 11 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist. Um, Basically, mostly in foul trouble early in the game. So, pretty much in this game, it was the Adriana Avent show. Let everybody know what was going on. So, her stat line basically 8 of 15 from the floor. 5 of 11 from 3-point range. And she was 3 of 6 from the free throw line. Basically, she went out there and did her job. She's a sniper. She's a 3-point sniper. 15 points coming from the 3-point line. Uh, Pretty much, she did what she was supposed to do. Also with Angel Jackson, basically man in the paint. The 4 blocks pretty much was the game high for on defense for both teams. But there was other contributions. You got Kashana Lucky had 7 points in the game. Zakia Mahoney had 6 points also in this game. 6 points and 8 rebounds, but she left out early in the game with an injury. But she did come back in and pretty much finish up the game. Of course, Maya Crump with 4 points and 5 rebounds in this game to go along with 1 assist, 1 steal, and 1 block. So basically, she kind of filled up the stat sheet. We had Jalea Hickman with 4 points and 9 rebounds off the bench. Miss Breland with 3 points. We had and Miss Hunter with 2 points and Miss Woods with 1. So pretty much it was mostly everybody got on the floor. Of course, this was senior night in Jackson for the women and also for the men. So basically, we sent out all the seniors on a high note. Pretty much extending their season in the postseason. So pretty much that's what was going on. But for Valley, Shadami McKnight, 11.6 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 steals, 1 block. She was all over the place, basically trying to will her team to a win, but they fell short. Like I said, I've seen a lot of missed shots on both sides from both teams, uh, especially easy layups. And the only reason why I seen that was because of the simple fact that Angel and Miss Jackson was manning that paint. So that was what was going on with that. What happened earlier today, and plus that game was on HBCU Go. So that's the reason why I didn't come on at 12 o'clock, like I said I was going to do, because I want to give HBCU Go their flowers. What's going on, HBCU Band Talk? What's going on, Miss Brianna? So we got got folks on Twitter right now and on Facebook. So appreciate everybody for joining me on this show tonight. Uh, but before we get into that, let me go ahead and play go to commercial as we get it towards the men's breakdown. It's your boy Doc Holiday. Become a subscriber on HBCU Overdrive on YouTube, and you can follow me on all social media platforms at HBCU_Overdrive on Twitter and Instagram. You can catch me on TikTok at Holiday1925 and on Facebook under my real name, David E. Smith Douglas. Also, when you become an exclusive family member, you get all the membership perks. You get all the exclusive members only videos, early access to new videos, member shoutouts, and members only live chats. And also, you can get birthday shoutouts on here and win member when you become a subscriber. You can also hit the donation to the Cash App at HBCU Overdrive. You can hit the PayPal, David Smith 1925, and you can hit the Zelle, David E. Smith 30 at gmail.com. Remember, all proceeds go towards the channel, not the pocket. We are back. And so, like I said, we're going to go into the men's part of the day. JSU men's edge out on Mississippi Valley. Tigers finished the season with a 68-67 victory over Mississippi Valley State. If you want to know something about this team, is that they are going to give you high blood pressure. That is what you're going to see. That's what you're going to get from this team. You're going to get high blood pressure. You're going to get anxiety. You're going to get depression. You're going to get every bit of form of some sort of illness watching this team, because yet again, heart attacks. Yet again, they pull the win out by the skin of their teeth. Whew. Men's end the season with a 2-game winning streak. They end the conference season at 11-7. And we are tied. We are tied for number 6 in the conference with Bethune-Cookman. So we're gonna go ahead and talk about that a little bit after this. Why would a Valley game be that close? I don't know why a Valley game would be that close. It was just that damn close. It was that close. So let me get into my spiel. Jackson State takes a 2-point lead at the half, 30-28 at the half. Now, I would say this: we did go up again. This is what happens when we play. Second half, we go up by, I think we was up by at least 10 or 12, right? After that, Valley chips away at the lead and chip away and a chip away and a chip away. Not only that, is they also got some of our players in foul trouble in this game. So let's go to the stats you see here on the screen. Like I said, Kent Evans, 19 points, 9 rebounds. Jordan O'Neal, 16 points, 8 rebounds, and 2 blocks, man in the middle. Zeke Cook with 12 points off the bench, 12 points, 5 rebounds, and Coulter Young with 10 points and 2 rebounds. Now, how does this happen? I'm checking my blood pressure. I don't know what my blood pressure was, but it was up there. How did this happen? Valley starting hitting from downtown. 11 of 19, they shot 58% from 3-point range in this game. Um, they were also 47% overall shooting from the floor, but 61% from the free throw line compared to Jackson State, shooting 43% from the floor, 3 of 15, which is 20% from the 3-point range, and 13 of 20 from three free throw line, which equals up to 65%. And in this game, it really wasn't Raekwon Brown that was doing the damage. It was Mr. Sanders, Donovan Sanders for Mississippi Valley. This man had a tremendous game tonight. 20 points, 1 rebound, 6 assists, 5 steals. He filled up the stat sheet. 5 steals was pretty much was getting to us, stealing the ball and basically going into transition with probably 1 or 2 people going back down the court for defense. Kicks it out to the side, kicks it out to the wing, kicks it up to the top of the key. Boom. 3-point, 3-pointer, threes. Just 3 was just raining down on us. But I would say this. I would say this right now. Man was out with a broken foot for over a month. Came back and pretty much hit the game. He pretty much hit the game winning shot. And who I'm talking about? I'm talking about Chase Adams. He only had 2 points in this game. He had 1 assist. But those 2 points was pivotal in this game because it resulted in the winning basket for Jackson State. So just have to say, we needed that man out there more than anything else. And not only that, he also played 20 minutes, 20 minutes limited. So every time he went out the game, he basically was in a walking boot to make sure that there's not going to be any more damage to his foot. So by the time tournament starts, he should be able to go. He should be able to go with the flow right now. Raekwon Brown's modest 16 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist. He also had 4 turnovers. Um, we out rebounded Valley by 15. Had 10 assists to our 11, 5 steals to their 9, 3 blocks to their 4, but we had 12 turnovers to their 14, which is pretty much, a good thing. But like I said, this takes Jackson State 2-game winning streak into the conference tournament as the number 6 seed in this tournament today. In the tournament for next week. If the standards stay as they're supposed to stay, if they stay the way that they are, Jackson State will be facing Southern University. Will be facing Southern University in the first round, in the quarterfinals. We got my moderators up in here. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? What's going on? All right. Let's see what else we got going on. Let's see what else we got going on. All right. So, okay. So right now we got a couple of games that's going on right now. We got on the men's side, we got Prairie View down in H Town taking on Texas Southern. This is at halftime. Texas Southern 47, Prairie View 38. 2 minutes 17 seconds left in the second half. We got Alabama A&M with a 59-52 lead over Southern University, and right now down there in the gump with 3 minutes left in the second half. Alabama State is up by 5 against Grambling. Now, this doesn't. Now, I will say this: this doesn't do anything as far as with Grambling because they are the number one seed. Uh, doesn't hold any type of relevance, but this will push Alabama State. In a sense, this will push Alabama State in a tie with uh, Pine Bluff. Now, let's go back and see. Alabama State played Pine Bluff uh, February the 17th. Pine Bluff did take a 6-point victory over them. That was in Montgomery. Let's see what we had in January. They also played in January, so Alabama State defeated Pine Bluff and Arkansas 83-72. That was January the 8th. So it's a tiebreaker. Tiebreaker for that last spot. And more than likely, that tiebreaker will go to Alabama State. Now, Alabama State wins this game. Like I said, the tiebreaker goes to Alabama State, so they pretty much will go by point differential because they split the series 1-1. I wouldn't say they'll go by overall record because of the overall record is it would be evened out also. So, we shall see what happens. We shall see what happens. We got 3 minutes left in this game. 2 minutes left in the game. 68-62. Alabama State is up on Grambling right now. Like I said, this will be a tie for 8th place in the SWAC. The conference seating has not been determined yet, but we'll talk about that preview in the next 15 to 20 minutes. Y'all have to excuse me. I am stretching my arm. My shoulder is killing me. Y'all, my left shoulder is killing me, so I'm trying to stretch it out. We got 1 minute 38 seconds left in the second half right now. 1.5 minutes left in the second half for Alabama A&M and Southern. Alabama A&M wins this game. They already locked their spot up for the 7th seed in this game and for the tournament. So it would be wise for both Alabama schools to be in the tournament. It would be wise for them both to be in the tournament on the men's side. On the women's side, On the women's side, everything is I think everything is set up. All the women games have been played today. So let's go ahead and get to it. On the women's side, we got Grambling defeating Alabama State 52-47. Southern takes care of Alabama A&M 59-50, and Texas Southern defeats Prairie View 83-70. Now let's go to the surprise. Yeah, I'm getting old. What up, Tonyo? Let's go to the surprise of the day. FAMU Lady Rattlers take care of Bethune-Cookman tonight, 69-65 down in Tallahassee. And as you see the stat line right now, Ariana Grizzle is that chick right now. Ends the season with 23 points, 5 assists, 3 steals, and 1 block. Olivia Delancey chips in with 14 points, 9 rebounds, and 2 steals to go along with the scoring from Miss Grizzle. And basically, FAMU takes the number 7 spot. They take the number 7 spot in the women's tournament for next week. That is a surprise right there. Bethune-Cookman always had a team. They had a team that had a very good team, just could not pull it out in conference play. Their basic non-conference record was great, and the conference record was not. The end of the conference season at 6-12, outside of the SWAC playoff tournament. And basically it's time to try it again next year. Also with the win, Texas Southern with the win over Prairie View. Texas Southern is mathematically eliminated from the conference tournament. Also, Prairie View takes the 8th spot with a 7-11 conference record, followed by FAMU with an 8-10 record. They're tied with Alcorn at 8-10, 10-8 for Alabama A&M, 11-7 for Pine Bluff. Southern 13-5, Grambling 15-3, and Jackson State again 18-0. So, FAMU squeaks into the conference tournament by defeating the Lady Rattlers defeating the Lady Wildcats of Bethune-Cookman. Excuse me. All right. And still on the women's side, y'all. Alcorn women's basketball defeats UAPB to claim the number 6 spot in the tournament. UAPB ends the season on a 2-game losing streak to claim the number 4 seed in the conference tournament. With the score of 59-52, down at the reservation, Alcorn ends their season at 10-19. Again, take the number 6 spot in the tournament. Oh my goodness. Let's get to these stats right here. Maya Pete, 15 points, 8 rebounds, and 1 block. But also had 6 turnovers. Zay Green pretty much did not have a Zay Green game. 14 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals, 1 turnover in this game, basically. And also, Miss Walker had 14 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals for the Lady Golden Lions of Arkansas Pine Bluff. While we go with the Lady Braves over at Alcorn down at the reservation. The best thing about this, they had 5 players score in double figures in this game. With the high score is Miss Zaria White, Zania White. I'm sorry, y'all, if I butcher your name. Charge it to my head and not to my heart. Zania White, 14 points and 3 rebounds, 1 assist and 1 steal. Miss Cheatham for Alcorn had 11 points and 12 rebounds with a double-double tonight. Again, like I said, 5 players in double figures for Alcorn in this game. And this was a close game. This was a close game from the jump. Basically, the game was tied at halftime, 22 apiece. And then in the fourth quarter, Alcorn turns it up a notch. They turn it up another level to win the game 59-52. Like I said, to take the 6th spot in the tournament. Oh my goodness. Make sure that you like the stream. Make sure you comment, share. Most of all, subscribe to the channel. Check me out on all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and here on YouTube. All right. But let's see. Other than that, let's see what else we got going on. Southern on the men's side. Let's go back to the men's side. Let's go back to the men's bracket. 10 seconds left in the game. Alabama A&M is going to take down Southern University 65-56 right now with 10 seconds left. Alabama State with the 3-point lead right now with 26 seconds left in the second half against Grambling. So that on the men's side, I would say this about Southern. They did start off good. They had one of the best records at home. They were 11-2 at home, but on the road they were only 7-10 on the road. So this will drop them down to 12-6 if the game proceeds to be the way it's supposed to be. And right now with Prairie View, Texas Southern, that's again 47-38. Prairie View is on top. Alabama State Grambling is only down by 1 now, 71-70 with 12 seconds left in this game. While this is also Grambling being down at halftime, 37-29 at halftime. So, this game about to make you get your blood pressure medication again too. For all them Grambling folks. Where Mr. Ford at? I'm speaking Mr. Ford into existence. Mr. Ford, where you at? Because I need you on here. Timona, where you at? I need you on here. I'm speaking Timona into existence. All right. Final score from Huntsville, Alabama, 66-56. Alabama A&M takes care of business against Southern University. This drops Southern down to 12-6 in the conference, 18-13 overall, and it's pretty much. I'm about to drop the link. I don't know, Mr. Ford, come on up here. I'm about to drop the link. Yeah. Anybody coming on up? Come on up. let me see about this also with for this tiebreaker with Texas Southern. So Texas Southern did beat them last month on February the 19th in Houston, 68 to 56. And in January, Southern takes care of TSU 58 to 51. That was January the 6th in Baton Rouge. Lord Jesus. Alabama State and Grambling are going into overtime, y'all. It's tied 72 all. The game is going into overtime. Mikael Stevenson with the jump shot to tie the game, to send the game into overtime. This is a wild, woo! This is the wild SWAC right now, y'all. The wild SWAC. Just let y'all know, anything goes. And it's the last game of the season too. Everybody's playing either to get into the tournament or to play for a better seeded in the tournament. But we already know the first two. We already know the number one spot on the men's side is Grambling, and the number one spot on the women's side is Jackson State. Who's going to take 2 through 8? Who is going to take 2 through 8? Right now, I'm looking at the score on the television in the living room. UNC is up by 9 on Duke, 40 to 31. Also earlier, if you haven't seen it, I'm a Kansas hater, y'all. I hate Kansas with a passion, but in University of Houston took care of those Jayhawks, the Jayhawks, uh, down in Houston. Ooh, this score was nice to see, 76 to 46. They put a 30-piece on. It's the number one team in the nation to put a 30-piece on Kansas like that. You don't hear nothing. You don't hear too much about that right there. What up? What up, Coach Simmons? Has our ladies started playing yet? Which ladies, Miss Simply? Are we talking? Because if we play, all the games was early today. All the games was early today. Uh, yeah, all the games was early today, so pretty much, like I said, if you're looking for the Jackson State ladies, we already played. We won by 19, uh, or 18. Great day to be a Tiger. See what we got on Twitter. Oh, you been on? Okay. Yes, we won. We still undefeated in the conference. We're going in as the number one conference, number one seed in the tournament. And hey, I like what I see, y'all. I like what I see. Let's get back to it. Let's get back to it. Let me take a quick commercial break before we come back in, and we'll talk about seeding in the SWAC tournament. Be right back. Yo, it's your boy Doc Holiday with HBCU Overdrive, and I am proud to sponsor Merch Sports. Check out his new line of collection, the Black College Football Fan Club collection. It's basically to design to show support and give respect to the rich history and tradition of black college football. And as you already know, the best college players had to play at HBCUs before integration. So go ahead and check it out over at shopmerchsports.com. Merch Sports. Merch for the sports enthusiasts. Are we back? We are back. We are back. Let's get that air horn. We are back. Everybody joining in. George joining in. We got 42 on here on YouTube, 24 on Twitter. If you're on YouTube, hit the like button and comment. And then hit the donation button, y'all. Let's hit the donation button because this stream will gotta pay for it. We gotta pay for the stream, y'all. We gotta pay for the stream. Directly after my stream, 8 o'clock. All the Jack State fans, if you love them, you already know what time it is. 8 o'clock. Life of Riley, Jency Riley Jr. It will be on live at 8 o'clock. Go check it out immediately after my show. All right. So let's get back to it. We got on the MEAC side, because I haven't talked about the MEAC yet today. So on the MEAC side, we got conference tournament for them starts on Wednesday, also in the quarterfinals. So on Wednesday, you got Coppin State and Norfolk State on the men's, and that's going to be on ESPN Plus. All games should be on ESPN Plus. Then the nightcap at 7 p.m. Excuse me. Maryland Eastern Shore takes on North Carolina Central. And then on Thursday, in the second part of the quarterfinal, Morgan State goes up against Howard University. And in the nightcap on the men's side on Thursday, Delaware State takes on South Carolina State. That's going to be a good game. That's a good matchup right there. I like that matchup, to be honest with you. If you're a MEAC fan, you got to like that matchup between Dale State and South Carolina State. Love it. Love it. On the women's side, which is the North, I call it the Norfolk Invitational, the Norfolk State Invitational on Wednesday, and this is morning time. The early games on Wednesday. South Carolina State takes on Norfolk State. So you already know, boo Norfolk into the semis. Howard takes on Morgan State and at 1 o'clock on Wednesday, and in the night on Thursday, same times. Maryland Eastern Shore goes up against Coppin State, and then Delaware State takes on North Carolina Central. So that is on the women's side. So in a sense, I'm gonna be honest with you. I might think that it will be Howard versus Norfolk in the MEAC final, but don't count out North Carolina Central. Do not count the Lady Eagles out in this tournament. So, excuse me. We shall see what happens starting on Wednesday. All right. So, also, let's go into the Ohio Valley. Not Ohio Valley. Let's go into the Coastal Athletic Conference. North Carolina A&T. North Carolina A&T took the dub against Hofstra, 57-46. With this being said, they end their season at 19-10 overall, 13-5 in conference. They are tied with College of Charleston in conference play, but let's see what they did against them. Against against Charleston. They lost the game. They lost February the 9th, 66-62. Also, let's see, in January, I think they played them in January. So Charleston gets the 3 seed and A&T gets the 4 seed. Now, in this tournament, I think, if I'm not mistaken, in this tournament, they send everybody into the tournament, if I'm not mistaken. If not, I think they only send the top 8 teams in this tournament. So, and for Howard University, I mean Hampton University, I'm sorry. Hampton uh, takes a 9 point loss against Campbell, 70-61. This ends Hampton's season at 3-25. Uh, Towson and Northeastern did not play today. Towson takes the win because the Northeastern had a forfeit in the CAA. On the men's side in the coastal, we got everybody. This is conference tournaments had just started already. So North Carolina A&T, I'm sorry, in the first round of CAA tournament, uh, loses. They lost yesterday to William and Mary, 79-62. Hampton took care of Elon, 56-55. Tonight at 7:30, Hampton takes on Delaware in the second round of the conference tournament of the Coastal Athletic Association tournament. So he said just left the game. Congratulations to y'all, Jay White, on the victory. Congratulations to y'all on the victory against Southern University. Good win right there. All right. If we talk about this, Grambling and Alabama State. Grambling's up 78-77 with 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in overtime right now. Um, Texas Southern is up big on Prairie View, 63-47 with 13 minutes left in the second half. And let me go ahead and they just updated it. It's 65-49 with 13 minutes and 54 seconds left in the second half against Prairie View. Uh, and this is a close game I'm watching right here. UNC is up by 2, 45-43. They was up from when I was looking at it, they was up by at least 20 points in this game. They're playing bully ball over there. Mr. Lawrence just said CAA winners bracket is out. Cool. Cool beans. So, let's get into these brackets right now. Let's get into the tournament brackets right now. Who is my men's basketball coach of the year in the SWAC? Mm, that is a good question, Mr. Emmett. That is a very good question. That's a very good question right there. Uh, I would say the head coach for Grambling would be the coach of the year, but also let's not sleep on Landon Bussey down there in Alcorn. He has done a remarkable job in the second half of the season. We can't say too much anything because they are on the 9-game winning streak going into the tournament. You got to understand at the time. You got to understand at the time before tournament play started. Who's Jesus? There was no defense. It's a hellfire offensive game right here. But anyway, before the tournament started, before this started, Alcorn was 1-12. They was 1-12 before the conference season started. But they end the season on a 9-game winning streak before the tournament time. Now, I would ask this: do you want to face this team? Do you want to play Alcorn men right now? Do y'all want to play them right now? I told G I want to get my get back on them because that game down there in Lorman, well, I felt like it was taken from us, and the game should have never went to overtime. But do you want to play this team right now? Do you want to play what my boy G called head busting bussy? Do you want to play this team right now? And if I'm anybody in the SWAC, even Grambling, if I'm anybody in the SWAC, I do not want to see this team right now. I do not want to see this team right now. But they're gonna give the coach of the year award to Grambling head coach because he did finish the season as SWAC regular season champs. So I don't see anything changing about that. But like I said, do I want to see this? Do I want to see that all quarantine now? No, no. Do I even want to see this Texas Southern team right now? No, not at all. Not at all. It's the reason why they call it the Texas Southern Invitational when tournament play starts. I do not want to see that. Like I do not want to see this team play. So Alcorn ends the season defeating Arkansas Pine Bluff 104-95. Y'all did y'all hear me? Did y'all hear me? 104-95. That was the final score for Alcorn and Pine Bluff. Let's get into the box scores, man. Get into these stats. Now I would say this for Pine Bluff, 7 players in double figures. That's a great thing, but no defense whatsoever. Alcorn, on the other hand, had 6 players in double figures. Uh, Jeremiah Gambrell, 28 points. He didn't do anything else. He didn't no rebounds, no assists. His job was to be a sniper. 28 points. 8 of 12 from the field. 3 of 7 from the 3-point line. The man was 9 of 10 from the free throw line. That is his stat line. Byron Joshua, 20 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists. and only 3 turnovers. But he fouled out of the game. In fact, it was two players from Alcorn that fouled out. And 3 players from Pine Bluff that fouled out in this game. Figured Joe Frisch would go off in this game. He only had 13 points in this game. Oh! Grambling with the dub, the big win down in Montgomery. 81-79 in overtime. Hold on now. I'll take that back. Ain't a dub. Ain't a dub. I apologize, everybody. It ain't a dub for Grambling. They're going into double overtime, y'all. Grambling and Bama State is going into double overtime in Montgomery right now. 81 apiece right now. No type of defense in this game. No type of defense in this game. Double overtime. I'm looking at it from my phone, so y'all have to excuse me. I'm looking at it from my phone. I'm like, okay, I'm looking at it, and I seen Grambling was up 81-79. Oh my Jesus. Oh my Jesus. TJ Matlock right now with 19 points and 6 rebounds, 1 assist, two steals, and 2 blocks. And he only has 1 personal foul, so that's a good thing right there. Isaiah Range. I know this kid. Isaiah Range, 19 points and 1 rebound. Only has 1 personal foul in this game. CJ Hines and Mr. Ocon right now are in foul trouble. Also with Mr. Reed for Alabama State in foul trouble with 4 fouls apiece. On to Grambling. Tremichael Moulton, 14 points, one rebound, 1 assist, 2 steals. He has 4 personal fouls also. Mr. Johnson for Grambling has 4 personal fouls also. So those are only 2 players that's in foul trouble for Grambling. You have 3 in foul trouble for Alabama State. Let's see who wins the battle of attrition. So before let's get into this, Prairie View is down by 15 to Texas Southern, 72-57. Brianna, keep me with the updates on that for the Grambling game. Also, thank you. But let's get into it. Let's talk about the preview of the SWAC men's and women's tournament. So, like I said, with the number 1 seed on the women's side, Jackson State, 18-0. Number 2 seed on the women's. Let me see if I can find it on here. Wherever I can look at it on my phone. Let me see. So, like I said, the number 2 seed coming up for the women is Grambling. I do know that. So the first top four seeds is going to be Jackson State, Grambling, Southern, and Pine Bluff on the women's side, followed by Alabama A&M with the number 5 seed, Alcorn with the number 6, FAMU number 7, and Prairie View with the 8th seed. So, if, like I said, since the season ended today and the tournament starts next week, Jackson State will be taking on Prairie View in the first quarterfinal game, followed by Grambling and FAMU. Southern has Alcorn, which is a 3-6 matchup, and the 4-5 matchup will be Pine Bluff and Alabama A&M. that is going to be the matchups on the women's side. We won't know what the men's side will be until after the last two games right now. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, the Texas Southern game is on. Texas Southern game is on right now. So let's head into that right there. I think they'll be able to get it together in the tournament. I think they get it together in the tournament. So let's.
I'm now. You gotta be there if you ain't there.
Ooh, let me mute that because I would get flagged for it in a heartbeat. All right, this is a live look in from Texas Southern down in Houston. Mm-mm-mm. Back door. Oh my God, he missed the layup. He missed the layup, and they got called for traveling. You can't make this up, y'all. You can't make this up. I'm going to go ahead and shed spotlight on this game right here. Three. TSU's up 78-65 against Prairie View. 6 minutes, 37 seconds left in the second half. Prairie View comes back with another three. Makes it back to a 10-point game. Both schools trading threes. Foul. We got a foul on Prairie View, number 12. Non-shooting foul right now. Taking it out on the baseline for the three. Short. Prairie View going down on the fast break. Settle down in the half-court set. Put it down in the post. Look like a double team in the post. And what type of shot was that? TSU would score 80-68. 5.5 minutes left in this game, y'all. It's on mute because I'm not getting penalized for this, y'all. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Prairie View with the foul under the basket. Got Alabama State up by 1. It is a packed house down in Houston tonight. Makes the first free throw. 81-68. Texas Southern with 4 minutes 53 seconds left in the second half. He makes both free throws. Texas Southern back up by 14 right now. Prairie View in the half-court set. Drive baseline. Fake the three. Puts it up. Air ball. Air ball. And not only that, foul. A foul against Prairie View right now. I think both teams are in the bonus. No, Texas Southern is in the bonus right now. Makes both free throws. 84-68. Texas Southern up against Prairie View. Turnover. With the dunk. With the dunk, y'all. Another turnover. Down to a 16-point lead for Texas Southern. 3 minutes and 43 seconds left in the second half right now. Prairie View takes a timeout. Whew. We got Alabama State up by 3 with 14 seconds left. This is a wild weekend, y'all. The wild weekend in the SWAC. Last game of the season. Game has gone final. The game in Montgomery has gone final. Alabama State with the 3-point victory in double overtime against Grambling, 87-84. No defense was being played in this game, y'all. None whatsoever. Grambling ends the season 17-14. 14-4 overall in conference play. They are still the number 1 seed in the tournament. Alabama State moves up to the 8th spot. The tournament is set right now. The tournament is set right now. Only thing that's going on between Texas Southern and Prairie View is seeding predictions. And for right now, Texas Southern will be it will be a 3-way tie between Texas Southern, Bethune-Cookman, and Jackson State. At 11-7. More than likely, Texas Southern is going to get the nod against. They're going to get the number 4 seed. Let me see what happened between them. So of course they did beat us in Houston last Saturday, 80-70 against Bethune-Cookman. Bethune-Cookman took a 4-point lead, took 4-point victory against Texas Southern. That was in February 12th. In January, okay, so that was the only time Texas Southern. That was the only time Texas Southern played Bethune-Cookman. So in the end, Bethune-Cookman is going to take the number 4 spot in the conference tournament, followed by Texas Southern, then Jackson State. Tiebreaker, yes. For the tiebreaker, for the 4th, 5th, and 6th spot, because all 3 teams are sitting at are going to be sitting at 11-7 in conference. Texas Southern has a loss against Bethune-Cookman. They only played them one time. That is the tiebreaker between those two right there. So Bethune-Cookman will be the number 4 seed in the conference tournament. For the 5th seed, because for the 5th seed, let's see. The 5th seed, Jackson State did win. We were 1-1 against Texas Southern. I got to see how they do it. I think they go by overall, try to go by overall record and everything, or point differential, how many points they lost or they won by in the 2 games. But more than likely, Texas Southern is going to be the 5th seed. Jackson State will be the 6th seed. I don't see that changing anytime soon. But Bethune-Cookman does have a victory over Texas Southern, and they would end up with the number 4 seed. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure you hit that like, hit the heart on Twitter, and if you don't, it's on Facebook. Just check it out on Facebook. Also, hit the super chat if you can. Hit the Cash App if you can. Make sure we continue to bring all good content to this platform. We got 2 minutes, 20 seconds left in the second half. Texas Southern is up by 14, 89-75 against Prairie View. And okay, so Southern we get the 4th seed. Texas Southern we get the 3rd seed. No, Mr. Lawrence. Okay, you're right. I stand correct. Now that was it. Texas Southern lost. If Texas Southern lost, okay, you stand correct. I'm sorry about that. So Bethune-Cookman and Jackson State is split. So Jackson State will get the 6th seed. Bethune-Cookman gets the 5th seed. Texas Southern gets. You said Texas Southern gets the 3rd seed, and Southern will get the 4th seed if they play. If they went out. So basically, if this game goes the way it's supposed to go, right now, if the game goes the way it's supposed to go, Texas Southern will get the 3rd seed because they have a tiebreaker over Southern with the point differential of +5. Southern will get the 4th seed. Bethune-Cookman get the 5th seed. Jackson State gets the 6th seed. Alabama A&M, Alabama State gets the 7th and 8th seed right now. Also, that would mean that Texas Southern and Bethune-Cookman will play each other in the quarterfinals. Hmm. All right, now this game is going to be over with. I don't see Prairie View making up 16 points in the next minute and 15 seconds. So go ahead and stop sharing that. Go ahead and stop sharing that. So uh, mm, mm, mm. They got a minute left in this game. 17-point lead, 93-76. Again, let's go ahead and get a preview of this on the men's side. So, stand corrected. Grambling is the number one seed in the tournament. Number one overall seed in the tournament. Number two will be Alcorn. Basically, they're coming in on a 9-game winning streak right now. Number three seed is going to be Texas Southern because of the tiebreaker between Southern. They have a 5-point edge on Southern. So Texas Southern would be the number three seed. Number four seed would be Southern University. Number five seed would be Bethune-Cookman. 6th seed would be Jackson State. 7th seed, Alabama A&M, and the 8th seed would be Alabama State. And with that being said, let's see. With that being said, Prairie View is mathematically eliminated from tournament play. All right. So, if this is what's going to happen, you will see Jackson State take on Texas Southern, a 3-6 matchup in the opening round, in the quarterfinal round. All right. So, quarterfinal, semifinal, and a final game. What does that mean? 3 games, 3 days. 3 games, 3 days. Of course, of course, they don't play on Thursday in the semis. So semifinal games would be on Friday. All semifinal games, me and Edwin will be on Friday. Both championship games would be on Saturday. All right. Now, if you are a team that plays on Thursday in the Thursday quarterfinal, now you're playing 3 games in 3 days. I like this. That's a good question. Is Benedict my highest ranked Division II team in basketball? No, it's not. No, it's not. I would say my highest ranked Division II team in basketball would be Clark Atlanta. And the reason why I say that because they have beaten Morehouse. They did beat Benedict. They also beat Miles College going in conference play. But I would say Clark Atlanta would be my highest ranked Division II team in HBCU basketball. Now, don't get me wrong. Don't get it twisted. Lincoln University, Pennsylvania, did win the CIAA tournament this season, so I will give them a strong consideration. And then in the lower tier, I have to give Langston is due. Now, I want to talk about this. I've talked about this in our group chat, and HBCU Go came out with their poll, and basically, it's still to me. They came out with the poll. It basically, so they lost in the semifinals. Okay, all right, but I still give them the highest rank. But I would say between Clark Atlanta and Benedict. But in the poll for on the men's side, and I understand the reason why they gave Norfolk State the number one ranking on the men's side in all of HBCU basketball because Langston, they put Langston at number two because Langston is an NAIA program. But like I said, Langston is 30-0, won their conference tournament, won their regular season crown, hasn't lost at home in 2 years. They are going to be the number one, almost pretty much the number one seed in the NAIA playoff tournament. I will give Chris Wright and his squad the number one spot on HBCU Go, other than giving Norfolk State. Now, on the women's side, they've been. I've been very critical about this on the women's side. Um, on the women's side, they got Norfolk State at number one, then followed by Jackson State at number two. Now I'm understand this. I understand the reason why they do that because they think that the strength of schedule for Norfolk State is a little bit higher than what it is for Jackson State. But at the end of the day, Jackson State has ran 18 straight in the conference. Boy, you tripping, man. Put the draft. All right, you good, man. You good. Just catch the replay, bro. Oh, just catch the replay. So, all right, the final score from down in Houston, Texas Southern 93, Prairie View 78. All right, all right. So the seedings are done. Um, I know we're all going to talk about this on Monday. I'll talk about this on Monday midday report. Um, but other than that, y'all look in the regular season basketball. We got our tournament set. All we need is for the folks to turn up there and turn out. And if you want the product to be, if you want the product to be something similar to like the CIAA tournament, you gotta be able to come out to the game. Don't matter if your team is not there or not. If your team is there or not, go out there to the game. Go to the game. Um, it shouldn't be no empty seats at the games. All right. There should not be any empty seats at the game. And that's what I want to put out there. There shouldn't be any empty seats. Um, and it's crazy because it's going to be empty because it's, first of all, spring break for most schools. Second of all, some people's schools are not in the tournament. But don't, I mean, I feel like if the ticket is like $30, go out there, watch all the games. You know, it should be have a good time out there. Eat some great food. You know. Uh, let's see. It's state tournament time. Nah. Which men's basketball team is out? Bama State or Pine Bluff? Pine Bluff is out. Pine Bluff is out. In fact, um, well, let's see. They got a win over Pine Bluff. Has a win over Alabama State. That was February the 17th. In January, um, Bama State beat them early in the season, January the 8th, 83 to 72. So Alabama State takes the last spot in the tournament because of point differential. They have a 12 so it's a 6 point edge with Pine Bluff because they did beat them early in the season by 12 points. First round of the tournament for the we talking about for the men. The men's tournament on the men's side, it will be all corn. Y'all play all corn first round. Do you really want to see them boys? Do you really want to see them boys? Thank you, Mr. Emmett. Thank you, Mr. Emmett. Jackson State got a vote in the AP poll for the top 25, and you still gonna put Norfolk State over Jackson State. We breezed through our conference. Norfolk State's only loss was to Howard in conference play. I don't get it. I do not get it. I don't get it. But anyway, man, y'all want me to put out some more content like this? You gotta pay the piper. Let's donate to the channel, y'all. Be right back. It's your boy Doc Holiday. Become a subscriber on HBCU Overdrive on YouTube, and you can follow me on all social media platforms at HBCU_Overdrive on Twitter and Instagram. You can catch me on TikTok at Holiday1925 and on Facebook under my real name, David E. Smith Douglas. Also, when you become an exclusive family member, you get all the membership perks. You get all the exclusive members only videos, early access to new videos, member shoutouts, and members only live chats. And also, you can get birthday shoutouts on here and win member when you become a subscriber. You can also hit the donation to the Cash App at HBCU Overdrive. You can hit the PayPal, David Smith 1925, and you can hit the Zelle, David E. Smith 30 at gmail.com. Remember, all proceeds go towards the channel, not the pocket. All right, man. Y'all hit it up like y'all heard the commercial. You want me to keep giving you good content? You gotta hit up the donation pocket. You gotta hit it up, y'all. It is crucial and it's critical that we go ahead and and donate to keep stuff like this going. Um, does Norfolk women's basketball have a perfect conference record? No, they don't. They only lost one conference. They lost a conference game to Howard. Hmm. Leonard, be good, cause my moderators. They lost to Howard in the season by 13 points. Jackson State's last loss was to the University of Texas, even though it was a blowout. That was the last loss that Jackson State took. I know you're a supporter of the channel. You a supporter of the channel? Put your money where your mouth is, partner. Because y'all got on the women's side for on the women's side of the tournament. FAMU gets to play Grambling. FAMU gets to play Grambling. first game of the tournament. Anyway, so yes, Whitley, how the hell Norfolk State over JSU? Then no. Oh, nah. So, like I said, Jackson State last loss was to University of Texas. Norfolk State's only loss, their last loss, was to Howard early in the conference season. So, um, I don't get it. I would say this with Leonard. He does support women's basketball. He does support JSU women's basketball. FAMU women's basketball ain't about nothing, but they did make the tournament, so that's good for them. Thank you, Mr. Lawrence. Yes, Norfolk State does have a little bit more D1 wins because they played some. I don't want to know. I ain't gonna say too much anything bad about it, but our net ranking is at a 98 right now, and it might be going. It might go higher than that if we breeze through this whole tournament. Um, we have a better chance of getting a 13 seed. I say we get a 12 seed. If we get a 12 seed, ooh, it's gonna be on. It's gonna be on. It is gonna be on. If we get a 12 seed, I would love that. Unless they want to squabble over that spot. Teach a man how to squabble. Anyway, y'all, man, look, we gonna get up out of here. We got 13 minutes left before my boy Jency goes live tonight at 8 o'clock. It's a special live for him tonight. My man done got my the young man got his page on the right track. So, well, I know we know me at women's basketball, but it ain't nothing compared to being in the SWAC. I'm sorry to say that, Mr. Haynes. It ain't compared to being in the SWAC, yo. But who did we beat out of conference? let's take a look at that. Who did we beat out of conference? So, of course, Lamar on Tougaloo, that really don't count. Southeast Louisiana, we did beat them. We lost to UCF by 9. That was in the Puerto Rican Classic. We did play that Puerto Rico Mayagüez, and then we beat St. John's in the tournament final. Um, we took a heavy loss to Kansas State, 14th ranked Kansas State, y'all. So let's not act like they wasn't on their shit. 20-point loss against Oregon State when we went up to Corvallis. 10-point loss against Mississippi State. 7-point loss against Miami down there in South Beach. And then, like I said, the last loss we took was against University of Texas. And that was in Austin, if I'm not mistaken. So let's see what let's see what Hampton did. I mean, no, I'm about to say Hampton. Norfolk. So they did beat a couple of number one. They did beat a couple of D1 teams. They did beat William and Mary, Drexel, and Radford. They did get Appalachian State. They lost to East Tennessee State. They beat Colgate. Lost to Minnesota. Lost to Wake Forest. Lost to Auburn. And then the last loss was to in non-conference was to Auburn. Then they end up winning the last 3 games of the non-conference season. And then the first game, they only lost to Howard. They lost to Howard by 13 to start conference play out. So you can say, yeah. So you can say, yeah, they had a better non-conference record, but doesn't mean anything. That loss to Howard still stings them. Um, Jackson State needs St. John's to win against Georgetown's biggest quarterfinal. Okay, that'd be cool. Also, I don't know if we end up playing LSU or anything because the simple fact that LSU got to get past South Carolina in their own tournament. I don't see anybody beating that South Carolina team. I'm sorry. Okay, Lamar's the regular season crown over in the Southlands, and Sela is the third seed. Don't they have two bids? Who has two bids? We all don't have two. Both conferences don't have two bids. We just have the SEC. They're more than likely going to have more than two bids because you got LSU, you got Ole Miss, you got Tennessee, you got South Carolina. Ooh, that hurt. Okay. LSU up by 2 against Ole Miss, 53-51 in the third quarter. South Carolina beats Tennessee by 1. That's crazy. Mm. So if you look at it in the SEC, you got South Carolina, you got LSU, so that's two bids right there. Then you have Ole Miss, you got Alabama, you got Tennessee, you got Vanderbilt, Auburn, Mississippi State, Texas A&M, Arkansas, Florida. So after Arkansas or after Texas A&M, I think Arkansas is on the outside looking in. So you might, in a sense, you're gonna have probably about 9 teams get a bid in the NCAA tournament. The tournament this year is going to be heavy on. It's going to be heavy on SEC teams. It's going to be heavy on Big 12 and the Big 10. Not too much on the Pac 12, and not too much on the ACC like that, but it's going to be heavy with those three conferences right there for the NCAA tournament on the women's side. On the men's side, it's pretty much up in the air. But anyway, it's 4 minutes left, so I'm about to jump up off of here, y'all. Get ready to see check out my bro, Jency, with his live coming on at 8 o'clock tonight. So make sure y'all tune in over there. But as always, y'all, this has been a fun regular basketball season. Uh, so let's tune in to the conference tournaments, y'all. Let's tune in to. Uh, it doesn't matter if who's in from either conference in the NCAA tournament. Let's cheer both of those tournaments on, tournament teams on, and we'll be back on here on Monday afternoon to get a real preview of all the teams that's going to be in there in the tournament, starting with the men's and then with the women's. But this has been HBCU Tonight. Thank you, everybody, for joining me on here. If you're watching it live on Twitter, I appreciate you watching it live on Twitter. Of course, my YouTube family, I appreciate y'all watching it on YouTube. Make sure that you like the stream, comment, share, and subscribe to the program. Also, make sure you hit the donation button because without y'all, this does not come out, and we do not get the good content that that you surely most deserve. But appreciate everybody for joining me. Hey, y'all be blessed, man. Y'all stay safe. Hug your loved ones, and of course, always, man, look, stay dangerous. I ain't said that in a long time, but stay dangerous, y'all. We back on this thing on Monday afternoon, Monday morning, really. So y'all tune in. Peace out.